Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm author, leadership, and team development speaker Joe Woodley, and it is indeed my great pleasure to be with you all this evening here at this real estate investment seminar. I want to thank my most gracious host, Eric, for inviting me out this evening. This is a tremendous opportunity that I don't want any of you to miss out on. So pull out your papers, your pens, open up your minds. It's the potential and the opportunity that you're going to find out about today. Now, I'm here to talk to you about real estate investment. But what I'm really here to talk to you about is investing in yourself. See, real estate investment is not about giving someone money so someone else gets rich. Someone else is making all the profits. Someone else is living a lifestyle that they want to live. It's about you finally being able to achieve the lifestyle that you've dreamed of. You remember back when you were a small child, those dreams you wrote down in those journals, things that you gave up on, the opportunities you gave up on, the places you wanted to go that you gave up on. I want to talk to you about how real estate, how investing in yourself is going to give you the opportunity to begin to rebirth those dreams. Because when you invest in yourself, you're going to begin to build a legacy through leadership, through real estate. A legacy. This is bigger than you. This is about your children. This is about your children's children and the opportunity that they will begin to see. First of all, I want to talk to you about the Broken Dreams Club. The Broken Dreams Club. This is a group that we're all actually very familiar with. You're familiar with it as well. The Broken Dreams Club. I used to hang out with a group of guys, and to protect the guilty, I'm going to call them should've, would've, and could've. Should've, would've, and could've. They were always talking about what they should have done, what they could have done, and what they would have done. The should have, would have, and could have had a whole bunch of dreams and goals and ambitions, and they really wanted to go places in life. They really wanted to do something special, something spectacular. They wanted to make a difference in this world. But life seemed to constantly drag them down. There never seemed to be an opportunity to leap over the hurdle, over the shortfall, over the thing that was preventing them from achieving the dream that they desired, from reaching the goal, from going to the places that they wanted to go. So I would hang out with these guys, and they'd share their old basketball stories about, when they scored 42 points back in high school. That was the highlight of their life. They talked about how popular they used to be. They talked about how all the hair they used to have. I mean, it was just crazy stories about things that they used to do, things they used to be, things they used to try to do. Notice I used the word used to because they had abandoned their future because they were so focused on the past. All their glory days were in the past, not on what was to come. It was all about the past. Now here they were with their families, miserable, struggling, angry, wondering why they could not achieve those things. They were always broke, reaching in their pockets, always asking for change. Because trust me, when payday came, every single dime went to paying those bills. When payday came, every dime went to making sure that their debt was taken care of. Oh yeah, they were living in debt. When payday came, they didn't have the money to repair their old dilapidated car. They'd been driving around town every week. When payday came, they had maybe a little bit for a Happy Meal or a value meal. That's about all they had left out of that paycheck. They were living from paycheck to paycheck every single week. They didn't have their own dreams anymore. Instead, now They're living the dreams of other individuals. They're living the lifestyle they see on TV. A nice car, the fancy boat, the yacht that they would love to have. You know, the things that they had given up on, the dreams they had given up on. Now they're spending all their time, or their free time, watching TV. Because they don't have any dreams of their own anymore. They've given up on them. Because all they have left is money for a Happy Meal. That's all they had left. This family here looks so beautiful, but that wasn't their family. That wasn't the faces where you saw them walking down the street with their wives, or with their husbands, or with their children. As they grimaced, thinking about the next struggle that was going to come along, the next bill that had to be paid, the next line of debt that was holding them back from achieving the promise for their life, the vacation that they always wanted, always seemed to slip through their fingers. You know, I had a good friend. He had these two boys, and this is actually a true story. And this may even bring a tear to some of your eyes. But he had these two small boys, and I remember telling him, I said, "Man, you need to go on vacation with your family." Every year they would go down to Myrtle Beach for about a day. That's all they had. They'd go down for a day. They get in the car, their old dilapidated car that they would, change the oil on as they were going down the highway. So they make their way down to Myrtle Beach every year, get out the car, sit on the beach for a little bit, get their little rinky-dink motel somewhere with everyone squeezed up in the room. But they never really went anywhere nice. He says, someday I'm gonna do that. I'm going to do that. Someday I'm going to do that. I said, man, you really need to get things together so you can take your family on a real vacation. She said, someday I'm going to do that. I said, you know what? Next thing I know, those boys are now became teenagers. I said, you really need to go on vacation with those boys. He said, someday I'm going to do that. But he never had the means to do that. And you know what? That someday never happened. See, my rule for the word someday means never. That's what it means. It's never going to happen. He didn't grab hold of opportunities. He allowed them to slip through his fingers because he was so focused on the bills and on the debt that accumulated over time. And yeah, he said he was happy for people that were able to do that, but the truth of the matter, he wasn't. He was looking like this all the time. He was depressed. He was angry all the time. He would paint a nice little smile on his face, but when you caught him in moments while he was by himself, his eyes cried. Because this was not the life he was living. Ladies and gentlemen, the gap between the haves and the have-nots is widening. And I don't say that to depress you. I say that to challenge you, to get you to think about where you are in your life and where it is you want to go. Let's think about this now. By 2000, let's read this together. By 2000, this is now 18 years ago. Global levels of income inequality were at the same levels they were back in 1820. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine? Just think about that. Almost 100 years, almost 100 years earlier. That's where we are now. Millennials born in the 1980s only have a 50% likelihood, that's a coin toss of a chance, of earning more money than their parents did. And this is according to new research released from the Equality of Opportunity Project. Let's think about that. Why are we in the position we're in? Because people are not taking advantage of the opportunities that are laid out before them. You get up in the morning, you work your 9 to 5. You're happy when you get your 10-cent raise, but you're working 20 extra hours a week for that 10 cents raise. So does it really matter? You're still not living a life that you want to live. You're not still not achieving the goals and the dreams and the ambitions that you want to achieve. You're still not living a fulfilled life. I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a change of course, because you're wandering in life trying to figure out which way I'm going to go. Do I go this way? Do I go that way? Do I go the other? I don't see a way out. I don't see an opportunity. I'm tired of living a life that I've been living for the last 10, 15, 20, 30 years. I've had all these dreams and goals and desires that have gone out the window. I don't know how I'm going to send my kids to school. I'm so far in debt, I don't see a way out. Well, I'm here to offer you a way out for you today, ladies and gentlemen. This is your opportunity to do a course correction. This is your opportunity to grab hold of an opportunity that will change your life for the future and change the course of generations to come in your family. You don't have to live that way anymore. You can make a different way. Real estate can fill that gap. It is an opportunity. It is an answer to the question you've been asking. It is a key to the doorway of economic success that can change the course of your family from generation to generation to generation. It is a viable opportunity for sustained growth, continued cash flow in your family. Not just for you, but for your entire family. Senator Johnny Isakson said, in the real estate business, you learn more about people, and you learn more about community issues, you learn more about life, and you learn more about government, probably the impact of government, probably than any other profession that I know of. This is from Senator Johnny Isakson. Real estate, let's look at the word, gives you the ability to make an impact. Real estate gives you the ability to learn. Real estate gives you the ability to acquire influence. That's what money is. Money is influence. It gives you the ability to influence your life. It gives you the ability to influence the lives of those in your community. That's what real estate does for you. Robert Kiyosaki, who's familiar with him? Have you ever heard of Robert Kiyosaki? He wrote about the Rich Dad, Poor Dad, the 4 business quadrants. Who knows about the 4 business quadrants? This is all from Robert Kiyosaki. This is what he says. Real estate investing, even on a very small scale. We're not talking about you have to be a multi-millionaire to invest in real estate. Who told you that lie? Even on a very small scale, remains a tried and true means. That means it's almost guaranteed of building an individual's cash flow and wealth. This is from Robert Kiyosaki. Now, I don't know about you, but when Robert Kiyosaki speaks, I kind of listen. The man knows what he's talking about. It is a tried and true means. Tried and true. That means guaranteed. When you implement the principles from your mentors, you will see cash flow. Your economic status will change. Maybe some of you have tried it before. Did you have a mentor? Did you have someone investing in you and showing you how to walk this process out? We'll offer you that opportunity to walk this process out, to become a successful investor, so that we again change the course of your life, change the course of your community. I don't know about you guys, but hey, I was